turning on their cameras right about now, please do so now. Mia, Henry, and 1821. Chris, can you read that name?
Let me see if my Chinese is good enough. 张子罗. Hello, are you there? Can you please turn on your camera and like change your name to English or like pinyin just so we have an easier time reading it. Thank you.
All right. So, Chris, would you like to answer this question for the class?
Yeah, sure. So I guess if our teacher wasn't there, I would probably just review notes and maybe like work on homework like Arthur said, and I guess just try to find out what we're learning in class and self-study. But it's a bit hard when your teacher's not there because sometimes you don't know what to do.
Yes, I agree. All right, so we can move on to the next slide. So for our conversation topic, our question is it easy for you to make friends and why? So I'll go first. I'd say that it's not too hard for me to make friends because I like to get to know people. So I usually socialize in new settings, or I like to talk to new people when I'm in a setting that's not familiar to me. Um, Elena, what about you?
Yes, because uh, all my friends is like we can talk together easy, and we will be friends.
Oh, yeah, that's a good response. Thank you. Um, Mia, are you there? Mia? All right, that's okay. Henry, what about you? Sorry about that. All right, Henry, are you able to turn on your camera? Okay, that's okay. Chris, what about you? Is it easy for you to make friends?
I think I don't think I'm as social as you, so I don't make friends quite as easily. But I think it's not that bad. When I went to a new school like 2 years ago, I think I made friends pretty easily, but I don't make a lot of friends. I just have like a small group of people that I talk to a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense. Me as well. Mia, are you there, Lisa? All right, we can circle back around and check in again later. Arthur, what about you?
We are we Mm, we are a same. We are a same idea is easy. We are no same know each other. It's hard.
Oh, okay. So if you know someone, then it's easier for you to make friends with them. That makes sense. Do you like meeting new people, Arthur?
Sorry, teacher. I don't know your means.
Oh, I see. Um, do you like to get to know people or do you like making friends?
Yes, I like making friends.
Okay, thank you, Arthur. And I guess we can just move on to the next slide.
Okay, so this week we're going to talk a little bit about making friends and types of friends. Because yeah, we think it's really important that you make friends at school or like you just make friends in general throughout your life. Uh, in Western culture and like in China, making friends is pretty similar. I would say it's pretty similar. But I guess we'll go over some types of friends that you see. So there's people that like there's this word called acquaintances, and I guess acquaintances are kind of like friends. They're people that you know, but you don't really talk to them. Or like maybe you say hello when you see them in the hall, or like you when you see someone you'll say hello, but otherwise you don't really have too much in common, and you won't really talk to them that much, and you're not super close. So those types of people are what we call acquaintances. And then I guess casual friends are people that you have something in common with. So here they talk about like maybe they're on a sports team with you or you have a school project together. Generally, you'll talk to like casual friends and you'll talk about like random stuff, but you're really not super close. So maybe you wouldn't tell them like your deepest secrets or anything, but it's fun to talk to these people. And then there's like your very close friends. And it's important to have really close friends because these are people that you really trust. You can enjoy spending time with them, and you go to places together, maybe like movies or vacations, or go to each other's houses, etc. And you're like you have a close friendship with someone when you can be really comfortable around them and like not be afraid that you'll make them mad or angry, or they'll like leave you or anything. So I guess the question on this slide we'll ask people to think about is what are the qualities you look for in a good friend? For example, you might like a friend that's really cheerful all the time, or you might like a friend who uh, is really trustworthy. So I guess we'll ask everyone what types of qualities or like what types of things you look for in a good friend. Uh, Eleanor, what type of qualities do you look for in a good friend?
Um, we can talk and we can play together and yeah.
Okay, thank you for your answer. So you like friends who you can play and talk with. I think I do as well, so that's important. Mia, are you there? What types of qualities do you look for in a good friend? Mia?
Um, are you able to hear us, Mia? You're able to type in the chat if you'd like to do so instead.
Mm, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Are you able to turn on your camera, Mia?
啥意思？
你能把摄像头打开吗？这样的话，我们知道所有人都在这儿。
老师，就是我家比较乱，妈妈不让我开这个。
哦，那好，那没关系。你可以回答这个问题吗？What are the qualities you look for in a good friend? So，你找朋友的时候一般会最注意什么样的东西
嗯，行为
？Okay, so 行为 in English is like the behavior. So
behavior
specific. So can you say behavior? Mia?
Yeah, the way you said it the first time sounded right.
Okay, cool. Thank you for answering. And 张子明, are you there? Hello? Okay, I guess we'll ask Lisa then. Lisa, what are the qualities you look for in a good friend?
Are you able to hear us, Lisa?
Okay, well, that's fine. We can move on to the next slide for now.
All right, so how can you be a good friend? So we're going to go through some traits and qualities of a good friend. So to be a good friend, you should listen to what other people have to say. So if they're telling you about their day, you want to show that you're listening and try to pay attention and be compassionate. Compassionate is a word that means you are kind and you show that you care. This means trying to understand how other people are feeling. So, also, you don't want to judge your friends. So, good friends should be open to each other and to be understanding. We should not judge our friends for how they look or how they think. Maybe you're different from your friend, but you don't want to judge them because of their differences. You should also be trustworthy and try not to break your promises. Friendships are also built on trust. So you want to know that you can rely on your friend if you need help from them. Sometimes learning to make friends is hard. So what do you expect or want from your friends? Arthur, what do you expect from your friends, or what would you want in a good friend?
老师是什么意思啊？What means? I don't know.
Oh, so what would you say a good friend is like? What would you want your good friend to be like towards you? Do you want them to be funny or maybe nice? Or do you want your friends to like the same things that you like?
嗯呃sorry, teacher, I don't know.
That's okay. So, how about I go first? So, I want my friends to be kind towards other people. So let's say someone that I know is mean to others. I don't want that to be my friend. So one of the qualities that I look for in a friend is for them to be kind to others and nice. So maybe Chris, you could help him understand.
我还是听不懂。
就是 一般你像从朋友那里，应该你想你想让他们是怎么样跟你相处，或者就反正这样吧，怎么样跟你相处，然后呢，
问题是，如果你你问的问题是不是你想让你的朋友怎么跟我相处啊？
对对，
No fighting，no angry，no
Oh,
sad，happy。
oh, I see. So you want a friend that's happy and not angry towards you.
No angry, no fighting, no sad.
Oh, I see, Arthur. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Thank you, Arthur. Elena, what about you?
I expect some gifts.
What was that? Sorry.
um, and from my friends, some gifts.
Oh, okay. So from your friends, you expect gifts. So do you mean like for your birthday or like Christmas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
I enjoy trading gifts with my friends as well. Thank you, Elena. And Mia, are you there?
Um, mm, no angry and um, um,
Um, do you like dogs, Mia? Or do you like animals?
I like dog in and cat.
Yeah, me as well. So for me, it would be nice if my friend liked dogs as well. It doesn't have to be an exception, but I think I would also want my friends to like dogs so we can get along, or they can get along with my dogs. So, do
OK，
you
意
think
思就
you,
就是说，我们跟那个动物玩些啥是吗？
是 Natalie 在说，问题就是你想跟朋友有什么，你想你的朋友是什么样的，所以 Natalie 就举例子就是说，她喜欢dogs，所以如果她有朋友的话，如果她的朋友也喜欢 dog 的话，他们就这样的话就有共同的兴趣爱好，就是举一个例子而已。主要的问
嗯
题就是你想要你的朋友是有什么样的性格，或者想让他们是怎么样对你的。
嗯，rabbit，
这 you like
oh,
rabbits？
老师性格那个温顺的该咋说呀
Oh, okay. Like timid?
？timid
Yeah, timid.
timid
Timid timid means like 就是像性格比较温顺。Timid means like calm and like not very aggressive. Yeah, I guess that's how I would describe it.
okay. Yeah, that's a good quality, Mia. Or thank you for answering, Mia. And how do you say 1821?
Oh, I don't think Zhang Ziming is here.
Oh, all right. And Lisa, are you there?
I want my friend are happy.
Oh, okay. So you want your friend to be happy. Thank you, Lisa. And I actually saw the other person unmute their mic. So
Oh, yeah. Zhang Ziming, what do you expect or want from your friends? So, how do you want your friends to treat you?
I want a friend happy too.
Okay, great, thank you. I think we all want happy friends because that kind of makes us happier when we're around them. So that's understandable. Okay, moving on. So I guess the biggest part of today's topic will be learning about like cultural or like social norms in America or like the United States, where like here's kind of like how people make friends in America. So if you ever come here and you want to make friends, this is kind of like a bit of a guide. Cool. So when you want to make friends with someone, or just when you want to greet and approach someone in general, you would go up to them and you would say a greeting, like hello or nice to meet you. Was there a question? Oh, okay. So a greeting is like 像你好就是一个 greeting，就是打个招呼这样就算一个 greeting。And like some common ways we will say hello to people, like so some ways we'll say hello to people in the United States is
我又
like
没有抄袭。
怎么了? Okay, so we'll say like hello or nice to meet you. Sometimes we'll give them a compliment and ask for their name. So like 你的名字是什么? Or like we'll say, hi, what's your name? And when you greet someone, after you ask for their name, it's good manners to use their name when you speak to them. And when you meet someone for the first time, you should introduce yourself, like say, hello, my name is Chris, or like 你好，我的名字叫陈浩瀚, or like you'll introduce yourself first, and then ask about them. And when you're talking, you should like try to make eye contact, because like that kind of shows you're paying attention to what they're saying. That was a bit confusing. So are there any questions that anyone has? Okay, no question. If there's no questions, then we'll move on to the next slide.
all right, so after you greet someone, the next thing you would do is introduce yourself. So first, you can tell the person your name. So you can say hello as you're greeting, and then you can say, my name is Natalie, and then you would just say your name. Or you can say, I am blank name. And that lets the person know what they can call you. So after that, you can also add, you can tell them who you are. So you can say, I am a student at blank high school. Or you can say, I am someone's friend. Or I am in this teacher's class with you. So this lets the person you're talking to know how you can have common ground. Or maybe something that they can add on to, and it tells them a little bit more about you. You could also tell them your interests. So you can say, I like to draw, or I like to read. Or you can say, I like to swim, and I swim with you at this club. This kind of lets them know a little more about you so that they can give a response to you. So for me, I would say, hello, my name is Natalie, and I am a student at Lambert High School. And maybe the person I'm talking to also goes to my school, and that's kind of how we can have a conversation.
Okay, so
Uh,
go ahead.
okay, so here's an example of how you could introduce yourself. So I'll be Ethan and Chris can be Chris. So we've been talking for a while now, but I never got to ask you for your name.
Oh, I'm Chris.
Oh, and I'm Ethan. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
So that's kind of how a conversation could go when you're both introducing yourself.
And when you first meet someone, it's good to get to know them a bit. So like I guess in China we do that a lot as well. When we first talk to someone, we'll try to get to know them and like kind of catch up with them. So some common questions or like some common things you can say when you first meet some people are like, "How are you?" or "How was your day?" Which like basically translates to like, 你最近怎么样? And like similarly, if someone else asks you like how was your day, there are like a few ways you can respond. A lot of the time people will just say something like I'm doing good or like I'm doing well, I'm doing okay. So they'll just let the other person know that they're having a good day. Well, something like that. And since the other person is uh, kind of like looking out for you and asking you how you're doing, it's polite to say thank you for asking and then answer their question. So like, thank you for asking. I am doing well. And I guess another way you can respond was like, my day was good. How was yours? And I guess the difference is at the end, you can also ask them how their day was after you respond to their question. There's really a lot of ways you can first ask, like, get to know someone better and ask how they're doing. But this is just like an example of one way you could get to know someone a bit better. I think maybe we should practice a little bit using
Yeah,
these
I think
phrases.
everyone can have a shot at introducing themselves or asking answers or questions.
Okay,
So do you want to give them an example and then have them go?
okay, yeah, sure. uh, I guess I can if I was meeting Natalie for the first time, I guess I would say, hi, I'm Chris. I go to Westminster High School. Um, it's nice meeting you. What's your name?
And I can say, hi, my name is Natalie. I go to Lambert High School. Um, it's nice meeting you too. Sorry, what did you say? Um, did you
I,
ask me a question at the end?
sure. How's your day been?
Oh, and I can say, thank you for asking. My day was good. How was your day? So that answers this question, and you're also being polite.
Okay, yeah. So that's a good way to first greet someone, and then you can have your conversation, whatever it might be. Uh, I guess we can practice just like responding to these kind of like simple questions first. Um, I guess Arthur, do you want to start? I'll ask you a question and you can just like respond to me. Does that make sense?
What it means?
So like, um, I'll introduce myself and you should use the phrases we just learned to respond to me and like get to know me a bit better. So we're just like practicing.
嗯，问的是怎么跟朋友交流吗
对，现在我们就只是像怎么跟朋友打招呼。
？Hello, what's your name?
Okay,
My
yeah, great.
name. Hello, what's your name? My name. 我举个例子可以吗
可以。
？Hello, Hello, what's your name? My name. My name is Tintin. What's your name? My name is Arthur. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, great job, Arthur. That's how Ting Ting and Arthur would kind of like get to know each other. Thank you for having a really good example. Uh, let's move on and we can maybe ask someone else to do that a little bit later on.
All right, so here's another example of asking and answering a question.
Okay, so hi, it's been a while. How have you been?
I've been good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
So this is more of an example about how you could start a conversation with someone that you already know because you're not introducing yourself, but you're asking them how they've been. So let's say you see an old friend. You can say, "Hi, it's been a while. How are you? How have you been?"
Okay, cool. Great.
So, finding common ground is when you find something that both you and the person you're talking to likes. So, remember when you introduce yourself to find you could ask them a question like, "What is your hobby?" Or "What do you like to do in your free time?" Or something like, "What is your favorite thing to eat?" Or "What is your favorite TV show?" So you can say, "Hi, I am," and then you say your name. So I would say, "Hi, I'm Natalie, and I like to eat sushi. What is your favorite thing to eat?" You can also find common ground when the other person tells you their interests and when they like to introduce themselves to you, or when they introduce themselves to you, you can say, "I really like to watch blank too." So after you ask them a question and they answer, you could see if you have something in common and let them know that you also like what they like. All right, so let's see if the next slide is an example of finding common ground.
Okay, so for example, maybe I would say I really like to paint.
Oh, that's so cool. I like to paint too.
Okay, that's really nice. I recently painted flowers I found in my garden. Did you paint anything recently?
Yes, I painted a city the other day.
Okay, well, that's really cool too.
All right, so Elena, let's see if we can find common ground.
Okay.
All right, so hi, my name is Natalie. What is your name?
My name is Elena.
Hi, Elena. Well, what is your favorite hobby?
Mm, Sports like running.
Oh, you like running. Um, I actually don't really enjoy running, but I do like to swim.
Oh,
Uh, do you like to swim as well?
I like to play water, but I don't know how to swim.
I see. Well, I guess we both like sports, so there's our
Mm,
common ground.
mm.
All right. And Chris, do you want to try with anyone else?
Okay, sure. Mia, are you here right now? Let's practice trying to find some common ground. So, so,
嗯，
uh, sure, you can start.
老师，就是我先问你，是吗？
可以。
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Chris. What's your name?
I am Mia.
Oh, okay, Mia. Mia, what type of music do you like to listen to?
嗯，老师就是问我喜欢干啥是吗？
我刚才问的是你喜欢听什么样的音乐？
嗯，能静下心来的那种。
说什么都可以，就是随便聊天而已。
老师，
Okay, so, I guess what do you like doing?
I like doing, 嗯read a book.
Oh, yeah, I also really like reading books. What have you read recently?
老师，你是问我喜欢看哪些书是吗？
Yeah.
嗯我喜欢看那个《红楼梦》还有《西游记》。
Oh, okay. So you would say something like, I like reading Hong Long Meng, or like I think 西游记 is like Journey to the West in English. Okay, good job, Mia. That was really great. So, and then afterwards, since we both like reading, maybe we can talk about reading books, and that's a great way to get to know each other. Cool. So, being polite. When you first meet someone, or like just in general, it's important to be polite when you speak to people. So, what does that mean? To be polite, we should be focused on what the other person is saying. So, like, maybe don't be watching, like looking at your phone when the other person's talking to you. And to like kind of show that you are focused, we should make eye contact. And when someone is speaking, we shouldn't interrupt the other person. I don't know if you guys have spoken to people and they like keep interrupting you, but it's really annoying, and that's why you should let people finish speaking before you say something else. And yeah, so use your manners. So what that means is like, when you're asking something, use the word please. And when you get something or when someone helps you out, you should say thank you. And like if someone else thanks you, maybe like you're welcome is a good way to be polite. And like this last one, excuse me, is kind of just like when you might be inconveniencing someone else, or like when you just need to like move past someone or ask them for something, or just to get their attention, you can say excuse me. And they're good ways to they're just kind of like words that you should use that like people here generally consider to be polite. Uh okay, cool. Here's an example of two people who are very wait. No, here's an example of two people who aren't polite, and we'll talk about why.
All right. So I'll be Ethan again. Um, did you know that the moon has...
I just love chocolate milk so much.
And then Chris's mom can come and say, Chris, it's not polite to talk when other people are talking.
Sorry, I was really excited. I'm sorry, Ethan, for interrupting you.
That's all right. It only hurt my feelings a little bit.
Please forgive me.
I forgive you. So
So,
in this
yeah.
case, if you do something that's not very polite, but it wasn't intentional, you can always apologize and you can say, I'm sorry. That's also being polite. And if someone is apologizing to you, you could try to be polite and tell them that you forgive them.
So, what,
All right.
about this example, what do you guys think that Chris was doing that wasn't polite? Lisa, what do you think that Chris did that wasn't polite? Zhang Ziming, do you know? Zhang Ziming, hello. Are you here? Can you hear me speaking?
I know.
Okay, what do you think it is? If you don't know how to say it in English, you can say it in Chinese and we can translate it together.
不知道您在说什么。
就是你知道为什么我们说，
我不知道您说的是什么意思。
Okay, so in this example, Chris and Ethan were having a conversation. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Okay, so Chris and Ethan 他们在一起聊天，但是Chris 做了一些不文明的事情，然后我们现在就在问，你知道能发现他是做了什么事情让 Ethan 感觉不是很开心？
老师，请问第一个人名叫什么
Ethan Ethan Ethan
第二个人名呢
Chris
？Chris has a fat to Ethan.
Sorry, can you please repeat that one more time?
Ethan, don't you know that the more he chip him the song the same time is the taking. I just lovely chocolate milk so much. Chips, mom,
Okay.
chips.
Cool, thank you. So 像在这一段里，Ethan 本来在说话，然后 Chris 把他给打断了，所以Ethan 不是很开心，明白了吗？Okay, cool, thank you. Yeah, so just to summarize, the reason that Chris wasn't being polite and Chris's mom said he wasn't polite was because it's not good to talk when someone else is talking, and we should pay attention and not be drinking chocolate milk. Okay, cool. Next slide.
So after you introduce yourself to someone, you find common ground with them and you get to know them, you can follow up with them. So a follow-up is kind of Well, first, something to consider is, will you see this person again? And if you want to see this person again. So some ways to follow up if you do want to see them again is to give them your contact information. So after you talk, you could ask them for their phone number or another social media like WeChat. Um, you could talk about meeting in a location at a certain time. So you could say, let's meet up at the playground later. Maybe you see each other in planned times of the day. So you could say, I'll see you later at school. But that's kind of another way to follow up with them to make sure that you'll see them again. So here's an example of two people that have already gotten to know each other and now they're following up.
Okay, so it was nice seeing you today.
Me as well. Do you want to have another play date?
Yes, today was really fun.
This is my WeChat. Let's be WeChat friends.
Great. I am free next Tuesday. Are you?
Yes, I am. Let's go to the park.
I love the park. I am very excited for our play date at the park.
Okay, so you can see that both Chris and Ethan want to see each other later. So, um, so Ethan gives Chris his WeChat, but in the case of you not having a phone number, you could always say, what is your mom's phone number? Or you could have your mom set up a play date or one of your parents. And that's another way to follow up with them.
And after you meet someone and after you schedule meeting them again or like following up, you have to say goodbye and you have to leave. You do. So here's some ways you can say goodbye to people. So first, you should let them know you need to go or that you're about to end the conversation soon. So like you could say, I've got to get going or I have to go. And this way, it won't be like a big surprise when you suddenly stop talking and just leave. You could like we talked about before, you could tell them that you might see each other again in the future. Like maybe you could say like see you later or talk to you later. 就是过会儿见或者改天见，就是同样的语句。It's the means the same as like see you later or talk to you later. And then when you say goodbye, it can be good practice or it could be good to send them off on a good word or feeling, so to like wish them luck. Like have a nice day or have a good like maybe have a good day, or if like you're going you know they're going to go to dinner, maybe you could say like have a good meal or like have a good weekend if it's like the weekend. But in general, it's a good idea to wish them luck in whatever they're going to do. So this is a good way to say goodbye to someone.
So here's an example of saying goodbye.
Okay, so hey Ethan, it's getting late. I've got to get going.
Oh, all right. I'll talk to you soon then.
Talk to you later. Have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
And that's Chris and Ethan saying goodbye to each other.
So we can run through the nonverbal and verbal cues quickly and then move on to the game. So nonverbal cues are cues that nonverbal cues help you understand more about the person without them having to tell you something. So it could be eye contact, their gestures like laughing or pointing or waving, or facial expressions. So You can tell when a person is excited if they're jumping up and down and they're smiling, but they're not really saying that they're excited. You could just tell. And some facial expressions that help you understand how someone's feeling is a smile, a frown, furrowed eyebrows, which is what a person has when they're kind of angry, or rolling your eyes if someone is annoyed. So here's an example of nonverbal cues mixed together with verbal cues.
Okay, so Ethan is having a bad day and is frowning. So Chris will wave at Ethan. Hey, what's up? Do you want to go see the new movie later? So Ethan doesn't respond, and Chris notices that Ethan is frowning. So, like, because he's frowning, Chris thinks something is wrong and he asks, "What's wrong?"
I failed my math test.
Pat, 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 pat. And I pat Ethan on the back. I'm sorry about that. Um, Great. Cool. Let's just move on to the game. Oh, yes. Uh, so
So in that last example, you could see that Ethan didn't actually say that he was upset, but he acted like he was upset. So you could use nonverbal cues like this to converse with other people, and that kind of helps you be compassionate and help you make friends.
yeah.
We can move on to the game though.
Okay.
Oh, or if you were saying something.
No, that's fine. Oh. This is a game called Memory. So I don't know how we play this with many people. Okay, well, I guess we can just all remember. The point of the game is I will, so like, I will press on one of these cards and there will be a picture. And then I'll press on another card and there'll be another picture. 所以这些卡后边都有一些照片，你点着这个卡就会翻过来，你就可以看着背后的照片。游戏的目的就是找着两个后边是一样的照片，然后所以很多你应该记住每个照片都在哪里，所以你可以把两个后背有一样的照片的给对起来，然后就赢了。Author, yes.
老师，这个感觉有点像消消乐。
我不太知道那个是什么游戏，但有可能。
消消乐就是两个一样的卡牌在一起就可以相互消除。
啊，
确实是消消乐，不过是升级版。
是3个吧？
我们都会玩这个游戏吗
会，只要找到相同的卡牌就可以消除。
那
？OK，
个是4个吧？
好，So 你应该可以在屏幕上画圈是吧？
可是的画圈不行。
哦，
对，我们自己共享屏幕。
你们不能画
咱们要不就说在第几行第几列吧，
啊？
然后
好，
你来点击。
可以，那你就说在第几行第几页，
行
然后我点。
一行
第一行第3列。
这个
对， 一个带花的娃娃。第二行第三列，第三行第二列。
耶！
幸亏记性好啊。你们说吧，我不说了。那就第一行第五列。第一行第一列。不对。大家都不说吗？大家也说代表。
第四行第五列，第三行第四列。
What about the very bottom left?
第一行第三列。
第二行第二列。然后呢，还有第四行第一列。
耶，又消除了一个。第一行第一列。第四行第五列。
第三行第四个。
What about the one to
第
the
一
right?
行第四个。
第二行第五个。
第三行第三个。
第四行第二个。好像在哪
Ooh.
出现过。
第三行的第三个。
没事儿。第二行第一个。
第二行第一个。
Oh,
和那个第三行第
四个。第三行第四个。
okay, so it looks like we're actually out of time for this.
第一行第一行第一个。
这给我 speed
第一行第三个。
Look at the side one that's above the one to the bottom right corner.
你们这是都替我点了吗？
好像我们没时间了。
那就下节课再，你们上课的时候再玩吧。
Left top corner. Light bulb.
灯泡。
No, bottom right.
Well, I remember these. It's fine. I'm crazy at this game.
哎，下次希望还能赶上你们上课。
Yay!
Yay.
Good job, guys.
下次还能再玩这个游戏吗？
下次可以继续吧。我不知道下次玩什么游戏，但是有可能我们可以继续。
哦。
Okay, Natalie, do you want to explain the homework quickly? No, stay. 1
Yeah,
minute.
sure. All right, everyone. So our homework is to answer this question. Your homework is to answer this question. Is there such
中文
thing
是
as having
什么呀？中文是什么？我不懂。
Okay, so the question is there such a thing as having too many friends? Or 你觉着你能有太多朋友是坏事还是好事？ 就你能有太多朋友吗？解释一下。
我感觉不能，不然
Homework.
另一个朋友找
Think
我
about
玩，根
about
本
this
出不过
question.
来。
Okay, think about this question, Arthur. You can share it next week. Remember your response. Think about it for homework. Learn how to say it in English, and we'll ask you next week.
拜拜
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you
See you
next
next
week,
week.
Arthur.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Bye bye.
Have a good
Bye
week.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mia. Bye, Lisa.